Hi, my name is Sue Becker, and I am from Woodstock, Georgia. Actually, I was born and raised in Savannah, Georgia, and I heard about the Real Women of Philadelphia cream cheese contest that Paula Deen and Real Women of Philadelphia was putting on. When I was down visiting my dad, there was an article in the paper. So immediately my wheels started spinning because I thought, surely I can come up with some great cream cheese recipes, seeing how I buy Philadelphia cream cheese by the 6-pack. So my wheels started spinning. I always have cream cheese on hand, and I got to thinking though that I wanted to come up with a really new recipe, one that I haven't done before for my family. And I had been hearing a lot about IHOP's cheesecake pancakes. And then one of the food magazines that I buy at the newsstand every now and then actually had a recipe for cheesecake pancakes. I was absolutely shocked to see that it still had all the oil and the eggs, and then they were chopping up already made cheesecake and putting in the pancakes. And I thought, surely I can do better than this, because I like to teach people about eating healthy, and I like to eat healthy myself. So I thought, surely I can healthify these cheesecake pancakes. So I have done just that. I've come up with a great recipe. Now I use freshly ground grain to make all of my flour, and so what I've used here is a soft wheat flour, and basically I just took my basic pancake recipe that I've been making for my family for years. It's 3 cups of flour, teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of baking soda, 2½ teaspoons of baking powder. And so I've just whisked those dry ingredients together just like you would for any other pancake mix. Then I'm going to add my liquid ingredients. My recipe calls for 4 eggs. This is makes for a crowd, so because my family's large, I have 7 biological children and 2 adopted children, so there was always a crowd eating at my house, so I had to make big batches. So you can of course half this recipe if you don't need that much, but you're going to want to make these for company. And then I'm going to add my oil and my buttermilk. And then I'm going to zest the rest of my orange. Now what I did to make this cheesecake pancake is I actually came up with a cheesecake kind of mixture. And I prepared that already. And that was 8-ounce block of cream cheese and a third a cup of a sweetener that I like to use in place of white sugar. It's called honey granules. I use that and some vanilla flavoring and some orange flavoring, and then the zest of half of that orange. So now I'm going to zest the other half of the orange in my pancake batter here. Then I'm going to cut my orange in half, and I'm going to squeeze the juice of this orange into the pancake batter. I'm going to give this pancake batter a nice orange flavor. So that's the juice of an orange. So half the zest went in my cheesecake kind of mixture. I thought, surely I don't have to make the whole cheesecake. I can get the same effect if I just make a kind of a cheesecake mixture. So honestly, I just looked at my cheesecake recipe that I make all the time, and I just left out the eggs and made this cream cheese mixture that was absolutely delicious. So I'm going to give my pancake batter here a nice light whisk. Just stir it in. You don't want to whip a pancake batter too much. You don't want to aerate it too much. So now for the best part. Now I made my cream cheese mixture, I made it ahead so that I could have it ready to go in my recipe here. So all I've done is I'm going to take my cream cheese. This is my cheesecake mixture, and I actually doubled this because when I tried this recipe out on my daughter, she's 15, and once she tasted it, she said, I think you need to make more of that cheesecake mixture and we'll serve it on top. So I did double the recipe. So the recipe for the cheesecake mixture is actually 2 packages of cream cheese and 2/3 a cup of the sweetener and the zest of a half an orange, and then the vanilla flavoring and the orange extract. And now I'm just going to fold that cream cheese mixture in. You are not going to believe how delicious this is. And I thought about, you know, entering the entree division of the contest with these pancakes because, you know, sometimes we forget about breakfast, and breakfast is the most important meal of the day. But these are so delicious. You could serve these for dessert if you wanted to, or why not breakfast for dinner. You're going to love these cheesecake pancakes. Every bit as good as anything you've had without so much fat and all the unhealthy ingredients. So now we've got our pancake batter here ready to go. I'm just going to clear some of this stuff away and slide this here. And now I'm going to put a little bit of oil on my griddle, my hot griddle. I like a kind of a crispy around the edges pancake. Spread that oil around. And then I use about a 1/4 cup of the batter per pancake. And I'm just going to put that on there. The griddle's hot, ready to go. And we're going to cook up some cheesecake pancakes. Healthified with the whole grain flour, and don't need all that fat. We didn't need to make that whole cheesecake. I kind of used it for the oil here in the recipe. There we go. And let those get kind of bubbly on the top. And then we're going to slide that out of the way while these are cooking. Let them get some bubbles. You don't want to flip pancakes a lot. You just want to flip them the one time. So let them get some nice bubbles and get a little dried out looking. And then we're going to flip them one time. There we go. That looks good. My 15-year-old daughter absolutely fell in love with these. She thought these were so delicious. And I was really happy to come up with a cheesecake pancake recipe because I've been hearing a lot about them. These are cooking just beautifully, and they'll puff up when you flip them over, and so you don't want to keep flipping them back and forth. Just one flip. Now we want to let them finish cooking here. And now we're going to serve them. I'll show you how we're going to serve them. These should be about ready. Take this pancake, put it on the plate here. And this was my daughter's idea, so she might have to take the credit for this, was to take the rest of this cheesecake mixture that I had made to put inside the dough, spread it on the pancake. And now we'll add some strawberries, fresh sliced strawberries to that. Well, come on. There we go. I'll turn my griddle off so it won't keep cooking. I'll cook the rest later. Add another layer here. Oh my, this is looking good. Another cheesecake spread of that yummy cheesecake filling here with a little hint of orange. The orange extract and the orange zest just really bring out the flavor there. You could serve this, you could make blueberries, raspberry mixture if you want, but I think the strawberries in this are just delicious. And now we could put another layer on there if we want, but I think that's enough. Could top it with just a little bit of strawberry syrup if you want. I'm using a strawberry flavored agave nectar. Oh man, that looks good. How about a bite of that for breakfast? Make your whole family happy with cheesecake pancakes for breakfast. Let's see how they taste. This is going to be good. Oh yeah, you're going to want to try this.